Hey all my foodie friends, how you doing? Hope you're having a great day. Today we're going to do some beef steaks with a mushroom reduction. It's delicious and a quick meal that you can have for company when they drop in unexpected and you happen to have some steaks in the fridge. I'm using some beef strip-loins. You could substitute chicken steaks here or pork steaks, lamb, whatever you like. Doesn't have to be beef. This is just what I happen to have because it was on sale. So in a deep skillet, I've added 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And I'm just bringing that up to temperature. We want the steaks to sear and brown on both sides. And I'm seasoning the steaks with some steak seasoning. You can use whatever you like. Salt and pepper is good too. I happen to like this steak seasoning, so this is what I'm using. So you can't see it, but I'm sprinkling steak seasoning on one side of the steaks, and then I'm going to get them in the pan. Now I had 4 steaks, so there's only room for 3, so I'm going to have to do 3 this time and 1 another time. Don't they look good? Nothing like a good beef strip loin. And I'm seasoning the other side of the steak now with the steak seasoning as well. We've got a nice sear on one side, so we're going to flip them over and do the other. You guys have any favorite steak recipes that you have? I'd love to hear about them. So I've removed the steaks from the pan. I've left whatever was left in the pan because you want those flavors. All the fond at the bottom adds great to your mushrooms now that we're going to make. In the same pan, I've added 2 tablespoons of butter. You could certainly use oil, but I like the richness of butter and mushrooms together. We'll get that butter nice and frothy. And then we're going to add a tablespoon of garlic. If it comes out of the little dish. We'll get that garlic going. We want it to release all its beautiful aroma and delicious flavor. Don't let it go black though. I'm adding a pint of mushrooms. These ones happen to be cremini, but you can use whatever you like. If you like button mushrooms, use those. If you like to use an exotic blend, use those. There's no hard and fast rule here. Whatever you like is what we're going to make. The goal here is to brown these mushrooms and get the juices reduced. I'm adding some pepper and salt for seasoning. If you want this sauce a bit piquant or spicy, you can certainly add some cayenne pepper to this. Maybe even a dash of hot sauce, whatever you like. I tend to really like the delicate flavor of mushrooms, so I don't, obliterate them with too much heat. Because then after all you taste is heat and nothing else. But, you do you, right? So the mushrooms are starting to brown nicely. Keep them on high heat because, as you know, as mushrooms cook, they exude a lot of water and they can get everything very soggy unless you can heat up. I'm adding a teaspoon of ginger. And I'm adding a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. This is great umami flavor happening here. Mushrooms, Worcester, garlic, ginger. Delicious. Just imagine what that's going to taste like on your steaks. So giving it a swirl around, get that garlic and ginger cooking. I'm adding a half a cup of chicken stock. This one happens to have roasted garlic flavor in it, but use whatever you like. You can also use the the beef broth with red wine. That would also be good. You could also just use a glug of red wine here if you like. It's up to you. Some demi-glace is also good. And I'm adding about a quarter cup of cream. This happens to be 15% cream. I find it's just good as 35 without all the extra fat. So you see here we do have quite a bit of liquid now with the stock and the cream, but we are doing a reduction here, so we're going to let this simmer and reduce. There it is, bubbling away. I'm going to add the meat back into the pan. I've cooked these steaks to a medium. Put them too far and put them back in the sauce, you're really going to have them overcooked. So do them a bit under what you normally would. So if you really like well done, do the medium well and then put them in the sauce. These are just back in the sauce just to reheat and to get coated with all that delicious cream and mushroom. Oh my God, that looks so good. As I said, the goal here is to just reduce the sauce, not to cook anything any further. And there it is plated up. Doesn't that look absolutely delicious? I want to have steak and mushrooms now. If you like the recipe, I'd love it if you'd subscribe to the channel. Love to have some more foodies and steak lovers here. Thanks for stopping by for some more food that warms your soul, and mine too. We'll see you next time.